hasn't really been raining like this hard for a while, but now it's like, ooh, it's not that great.
Okay, Kavita, did you already email to me the default?
I did. Did you get it?
Not yet.
Ms. Rogers, just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Is this the Graves matter we're dealing with?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is cause number 2020-58375 in the interest of Keandrick Wyatt Tony Graves. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Tonyette Rogers, and I'm Kendrick's aunt.
And for the state?
Sade Parker, Your Honor.
You are the aunt, Miss Rogers,
Yes, sir.
and the child lives with you.
Yes, sir.
You the sister to the father or to the mother?
The mother.
And how do you have custody of this child?
I was given custody to him when he was 3 from CPS.
CPS, okay. Court will note that the non-custodial parent, Richard Wayne Graves, was personally served on December 7th, 2020 at 10:41 a.m. And he's not filed an answer, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, he's not filed an answer.
All right. Also, the mother is not present. She was personally served on January 20th, 2021, 9:49 a.m. at 379 FM 2972, TDCJ in Rusk, Cherokee County, Texas. She's not filed an answer either. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
So we'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state would like you to take judicial notice of the AOP that's on file in this case.
Let's see. I don't think it's been pulled up.
Can you go back there in your room until I finish, please? Thank you.
I don't have a copy of the AOP on file. Where would it be on file?
They filed it with the petition, but because this case was marked with FBI, you might not be able to see it. I mean, I have it, but do you need me to email that to Maria?
Where would the AOP be on this one, Maria? If anywhere. Yeah, that's the correct case. Uh, It's not attached to that.
Sometimes it would attach it as an exhibit, but there isn't any.
Yeah, it isn't attached as an exhibit.
I can just email it to Maria if need be, because,
Okay, send it on to Maria.
okay,
She can print it.
okay,
In the meantime, we'll proceed to
okay.
default.
Okay, Miss Graves, I'm sorry, Miss Rogers, did Mr. Graves, to your knowledge, did Mr. Graves sign an acknowledgement of paternity in this case?
Yes,
And Miss Graves, how long has Kendrick lived with you?
I'm Miss Rogers, but
Sorry.
Kendrick has resided with me since he was 3 years old.
And in that time, he's resided with you continuously, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding Kendrick?
I do.
And he's how old now?
He's 10 today.
Oh, well, wish him a happy birthday. So he's been with you for 7 years, correct?
Yes,
Or less? Okay. Go ahead.
And you're requesting that you be named the sole managing conservator, correct?
yes,
And you're also requesting that you be the managing conservator with exclusive right to designate the primary residence without regard to geographic restriction, correct?
yes.
And why are you requesting that it be without regard to geographic restriction?
So that I can do it in the best interest of Kendrick in regards to work-related matters and things of that sort.
Okay, and you're also requesting for visitation that Mr. Graves and Miss Craven not be given a standard visitation order, correct?
Yes,
You're requesting that for Mr. Graves, he have visitation from 1 to 5 on the first and third Saturday of the month at your home to be supervised by you, correct?
yes,
And you're requesting for Miss Craven that she will have visitation on the second and fourth Saturday from 1 to 5 to also be supervised by you at your home.
correct.
And why don't you feel that a standard possession order would be in the best interest of Kendrick? And you're requesting that this visitation occur until he emancipates, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And
One reason is because at Mr. Graves' house, Mr. Graves' father was murdered in the home last year, and we don't know who did it. And I don't feel that it's safe for Kendrick to go over there to the house unsupervised with them. Both have a lot of illicit drug use that I'm aware of, and have been continuously in and out of jail throughout the entirety of Kendrick's life.
okay. And you feel like it would be in the best interest of your child for the visitation to occur as contained in the order, correct?
Correct.
And what type of private health or dental insurance do you have available for Kendrick?
He's currently on Medicaid.
And you're requesting that this court order Mr. Graves to pay cash medical support in the amount of $56 per month based on the minimum wage, correct?
Correct.
And you're also requesting that this court order Ms. Craven to pay cash medical support in the amount of $0.00 beginning on June 1st, 2021, correct?
Correct.
And to your knowledge, does Mr. Graves have a job?
No.
And to your knowledge, does Ms. Craven have a job?
No.
And where is Ms. Craven currently located?
She's incarcerated.
And has she been there for at least the last 90 days?
Yes.
And will she be there for at least another 90 days?
Yes.
And you're also requesting that, also to your knowledge, does Mr. Graves have any other children which he has which either live with him or he has a child support order for?
Yes, for my niece, Janaya.
Okay, and you're requesting that Mr. Graves be ordered to pay $190 per month based on the minimum wage presumption, giving him credit for one other child for child support, correct?
Yes,
And you're requesting that that begin on June 1st, 2021.
yes,
And you're not asking for retroactive child support from either parent, correct?
no, no, ma'am.
And you're also asking that they both be responsible for 50% of all uncovered healthcare expenses, correct?
Yes,
And as it relates to the non-disclosure, you're okay with your address being disclosed in the order, correct?
yes,
But you're aware that Mr. Graves may not want his address disclosed to the other party to this case, correct?
yes.
Have they had, domestic violence problems between the two of them in the past?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. But you're okay with Mr. Graves' address and phone number not being disclosed in this order, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And you're also requesting that Mr. Graves be ordered to cover all court costs as billed.
yes,
And you're asking this court to grant this default judgment.
yes,
And you believe this is in the best interest of Kendrick.
yes, I do.
I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, we never did get the AOP. Did you send it?
I did.
Got the petition, but not with the AOP.
Well, yeah, I just sent it to her. I just sent her the ALP.
Well, you need to send it again, please.
Okay.
Laureano.
I just sent it again.
Okay. You get it, Maria? Who was handling the Escobar Abraham case? Is that Jimmy Sharma?
Yeah, that's her.
Did we
And
not have?
Maria said she didn't receive the order yet, so let me try to resend it again.
Okay, because we don't have an order yet. You're trying to send the order on the other one. Ms. Sharma is. Okay, court will note that the acknowledgement of paternity signed by Richard Graves and Miss Sierra Craven would indicate that Richard Wayne Graves Jr. is the biological father of Keandrick Wyatt Tony Graves, born on May 24th, 2011, in Humble, Harris County, Texas. So that is the child that is subject to this suit. The court will approve the order as submitted, and you're
Okay.
excused. Okay.
Thank you. Ms. Rogers, you're free to hang up.
All right, thank you.
We're done.
Ms. Abraham, you can turn your camera on and unmute yourself, please.
Is she on video?
Yes, Judge, she should be.
Okay,
Okay.
there you are.
Hello.
Okay, this is cause number 2013-07333 in the interest of Carla and Kira Augustine. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Ma'am. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Ashley Abraham.
All right, the court will note that the non-custodial parent, Darwin Alexander Escobar, was not present. He was personally served on February 3rd, 2021 at 11:53 a.m. at 1439 Fashion Hill Drive in Houston, Harris County, Texas, and he's not filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Sharma?
Yes, Judge, that is correct. He did show up this morning, but he left before an attorney was assigned to his case or a child support officer.
Okay.
Just finish printing.
Okay. All right, court will indicate that the non-custodial parent appeared in court this morning and left by his own volition. So we'll proceed with the default hearing.
Thank you, Judge. May I call Ms. Abraham?
Yes.
Ms. Abraham, you are here for Carla and Kiera. From my understanding, you had a previous order from March 1, 2013 on Carla. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old is Carla?
She's 8.
And you had another child, Kiera, with Mr. Escobar. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that is the child that we're here on today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old is Kiera?
4.
And as far as conservators, are you asking the court to appoint you and Mr. Escobar as joint managing conservators?
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking the court to appoint you as primary possessory conservator to determine the primary residence restricted to Harris and surrounding counties on Kiera?
Yes, ma'am.
And as far as the health insurance, how are the children covered under health insurance?
Under my employer.
Okay. And are you asking the court to order that Mr. Escobar will pay, let me see. And are the children also covered under Medicaid?
Yes, through the end of the month. Yes.
Okay, so you're going to keep the health insurance for the children, and you're asking the court to order Mr. Escobar to pay the medical support in the amount of $60 a month beginning June 1?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also asking the court to take note that Mr. Escobar is behind in arrears of $7,224 in medical support?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And as far as the prior order, Mr. Escobar was ordered to pay $220 a month beginning March 1, 2013. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And as of May 23rd, 2021, he is in arrears in an amount of $22,071.34. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in regards to Kiera, there is a retroactive child support that you're asking the court to order in the amount of $2,394 as of May 23rd, 2021. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in regards to the child support judgment, you're asking, I'm sorry, there's a back child support judgment of $24,465.34, and you're asking the judge to order Mr. Escobar to pay that beginning June 1 at $50 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Thereafter, when the child emancipates, you're asking the court to order $104 each month until the termination of the current child support. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're asking the court to order Mr. Escobar to pay $292 of the remainder of that judgment if it's not paid in full.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And as far as retroactive dental support and medical support, you understand that there is nothing for Mr. Escobar to pay,
Yes, ma'am.
and you are asking the court to order court costs as billed, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
To whom? To whom, Ms. Sherman?
To the Harris County District Clerk,
No. Who's gonna pay it?
Mr. Escobar. You're asking the court to order Mr. Escobar to pay court costs as billed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And all the minimum wage presumption, Your Honor, was what was used. Is that your understanding, Ms. Abraham?
Yes, ma'am.
Gross monthly resources based on the minimum wage presumption is $1,256.67, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at this time, we're not asking the court to order the medical support that you pay at $383 a month in insurance because of the minimum wage presumption would be less than that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And any expenses that are not covered by health insurance, you're asking the court to order that each parent pay 50%, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're asking the court to order $242 a month in current child support beginning June 1, 2021, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And thereafter, once the child emancipates, you're asking the court to order $188 a month in child support. Is that correct?
Yes.
As far as the family violence, as far as a non-disclosure, you are not asking the court to non-disclose your address. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And pickup and drop off for visitation will be at your home. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Your Honor, I pass this witness.
Right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge. Ms.